Welcome to Violin Adventures number 39. This past week we had a visitor. We were glad to have him. This is the scenery as we drive to the airport to pick him up. Especially in Sacramento, it was all the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I sped this up just a little bit, but here I'm bending the ribs for the violin on a very hot iron.
One more time. It's funny, everything you're doing there makes total sense to me. Now, how long has it got to stay here?
24 hours.
24 hours, okay.
Yeah. And then we can do the rest.
24 hours.
Yeah. Varnishing the violin. And spring has sprung out here, so I had to show you the weeds. They're so beautiful. And if you didn't know, bluegrass is called bluegrass because there's little, almost purple flowers that grow in the grass. And so it can give the appearance of bluegrass. So I'll show you those little flowers here. This is what creates the name bluegrass, are the little purple flowers in the grass. From a distance it makes it give a hue of blue.
One riding and one standing on a little scooter they drag behind the mower.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty efficient. full, put it in that little bottle, like this big little bottle.
Yeah. And then I just fill it up like double what was there.
What was there?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's it. And then,
And then it dissolves up.
Yeah.
And when it's all dissolved, then I put it in the heated up.
In the heated up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we got the ribs on and it was time to glue them with our special hide glue, and we went to warm up the hot plate and it was not working. It died on us. So, what to do? Well, I went up to the kitchen and warmed it up in the kitchen, and we have to get a new hot plate. Now the glue has dried and it's time to take the clamps off.
I'm excited to share this book with you. I'm going to open real quick. Okay. This book is a great book, and it was written in the 1800s. 1895 is the printing on this book. My mother had found this book in an old bookstore when we were teenagers, and I loved the stories in it, the way it read. It's a great book if you have teenagers and you want good reading for them. We just found it again, and so my sister and I ordered one. But let me read you some of the titles. Let's see here. Our Noblest Birthright, The Meaning of Success, The Mainspring of Success, Requisites for a Business Education, Doing Things Well, Character as Capital, Fruits of Honesty, Not Above Your Business, The Value of Tact. It's just full of good advice, and if I remember right, it was very interesting reading. So if I can give you an example, and there's lots of pictures it's a combination of writers. So the pictures of the authors, their little articles are all in here. So let's see if I can find you something good. Okay, I'm reading the introduction. When a stranger calls at our home, we instinctively inquire of ourselves, who is he? And then later, what is he? Books are men and women transferred by their thoughts to paper, and if we are wise, before we admit one to the sanctities of our home, we will ask who wrote it and what is it. Wise and good thoughts produce intelligent and good men. For as a man thinketh, so is he. Okay, here's an example. This is an article called The Mainspring of Success. Look at what a single man of energy may do. In the archives at Hartford, Connecticut, there is a carefully preserved small strip of poor paper that has a most wonderful interest for the thoughtful. To a casual observer, it is nothing but a simple telegram sent to Baltimore from the Supreme Court chamber at Washington, D.C. on May 24, 1844, by the daughter of the then Commissioner of Patents. In telegraphic symbols it reads, "What hath God wrought?" It is but a bit of paper, yet it represents a marvelous story of many disappointments, of toil, privation, poverty, suffering, and a final triumph that revolutionized the business world, that multiplied immensely its stores of wealth and brought the triumph of righteousness 1,000 years nearer to us. That little paper is the first public message ever sent over the electric telegraph in the United States by its inventor, Samuel F.B. Morse. But these books, they're written back when people valued truth and what is right, and not just going out for money. but what was right, and you're accountable to God. That was more valued back in these days. So this is called Portraits and Principles, and the author is, well, the full title, Portraits and Principles of the World, Great Men and Women with Practical Lessons on Successful Life by over 50 leading thinkers. Designed and arranged by William C. King, with an introduction by Reverend Charles Parkhurst. Over 400 photo engraved portraits. Attaching the lining to the ribs. There's our linings for front and back. Well, I just got off the phone with Mr. Winters. We're trying to figure out the gearing system for this box. So, I think he's got an idea, and I like it. Okay, I don't show every part of making a violin because some steps aren't so exciting and so glamorous. And what I have been doing this morning is, after we have the lining in, I've got to get this perfectly flat so it will lie perfectly flat on this beautiful piece of maple. So now that that's done, I can go ahead and trace it and cut it out. Repairing the violin.
Here we're installing a new bass bar.
Okay, it's the end of the week. Let's see what we got done. Here is the new violin. The ribs and the lining are in and smoothed out. And here's our beautiful back all cut out. And you guys, I was so excited about this back that I didn't think to get a matching piece of wood for the scroll. So that will be on the docket for next week. Over here is our repair. We've installed a new bass bar, working on the neck attachment on the scroll, and that's as far as we got. Okay, there's no progress on the harp this week. Actually, we are out of cherry wood, and I really enjoy working with the cherry wood, so we're on a mission to find some more. And here is the percolating box, and we made some progress this week talking on the phone with Tim, and now we've added to the pile some ideas for gears and racks. So there is progress. Oh, and I nearly forgot. Here's the violin that we're working on varnishing. It has 2 coats of varnish, and it looks like it's doing all right. the Hebrew minute. Panu Eli Vahiva Shu Kol Afse Aretz Ki Ani El Va'ain Od. So this is found in Isaiah chapter 46, and this is God speaking. He says, "Turn to me and be delivered," or be saved, all the ends of the earth, because I am God and there is no other, there is none besides. And thank you guys so much for watching these videos, for your thumbs up and your comments. I really appreciate it. Until next time, God bless you. Bye.